Hi guys, welcome once again to my channel. This is Nana's Lifestyle channel and this is Nana, your favorite host. Now today's video is about the coronavirus, but before I go into what exactly I will talk about, I want to send my heartfelt condolence and peace and love to families that have lost relatives since the outbreak of this particular virus. Stay strong. Great. So in this video, I talk extensively about the coronavirus. 1, 2, I talk about how it has affected us all globally, the spread. 3, I talk about how this affects global markets and businesses. As an appendage to the video, there is a video from a Ghanaian student in Wuhan currently. He wants to share with us his experience since the outbreak. Stay tuned and don't blink. My name is Nana, and I'm your host for this. Yeah, so it's a big. You always be open for surprises. Son, like somebody you never expected could just appear. Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses that cause illness ranging from the common cold to more severe diseases. Several known coronaviruses are circulating in animals that have not yet infected humans. Common signs of infection include respiratory symptoms, fever, cough, shortness of breath, and breathing difficulties. In more severe cases, infection can cause pneumonia, severe acute respiratory syndrome, kidney failure, and even death. Toward the end of December 2019, public health officials from China informed the World Health Organization about a new virus that was causing pneumonia-like illness in the city of Wuhan. Presently, 75,762 cases, along with 2,130 deaths, have been recorded in China. Currently, the virus has spread its limbs to other countries, and Japan is the next country with most recorded cases. It is essential to note that the virus spreads steadily. Howbeit, Asia still remains the continent with most cases, followed by Europe, America, Australia, and Africa, which only recorded 1 case. Currently, a research and development blueprint is being activated to accelerate diagnostics, vaccines, and therapeutics for alleviating the coronavirus. However, nationals of West African nations are really concerned about the preparedness of their respective countries in dealing with the coronavirus if it knocks on their borders. This assertion continually spurs on basically because there are still some nationals of sub-Saharan African countries that have still not received word from their governments on their fate in Wuhan. A Ghanaian national in Wuhan shares with us what has ensued since the beginning of the outbreak.
African countries, Egypt, Algeria, Morocco, Mauritius, Mauritania, Libya, and even South Africa has come for their people, but then almost all sub-Saharan African countries have declined a request by citizens to be evacuated. Things are getting out of hand, and good news is that the continuing measures are working. Cases outside of this province are going down. Even I think Shanghai for 2 days now hasn't recorded a single case, and even within here, cases are going down minimally, and then recovery rates are increasing, just that the death rates have now hit more than 2,000. it's quite disheartening that most Africans have been left here and then we don't know what to do. We're just praying that things go down, the city gets opened again, then life gets normal, or people can get tickets to go back home because most schools have closed down this semester to be reconvened in September. Yeah, so that's the case now. People are running low, out of basic supplies, no food, especially for drinking water. Yeah, so people would have to drink from the tap, which has high levels of chlorine, and even if you boil, the chlorine is still there. So it's not an easy thing. And it's funny to hear most countries speak about bringing food, and especially Ghana, bringing food. It's not food people need. People are going through trauma. People are going through emotional trauma. People are going through panic attacks, and they want to be out of here and then have a cool place to rest their heads. And it's quite sad how people are going through here, but we're just praying God would heal the city and things get back to normal. Yeah, thank you.
The coronavirus evacuations, more than 300 Americans taken from quarantine on board that cruise ship in Japan on buses, then put on planes. But it was learned along the way some had tested positive for the virus. The passengers initially considered healthy to fly. U.S. officials then getting that alarming report while on the way to the airport. They decided to keep going. 14 of those Americans testing positive for the virus confined to special containment areas during their charter flights back to the U.S. 2 planes touching down in California and Texas, all passengers now under new quarantine right here at home. In fact, some have now been transferred to Omaha.
China's economy is almost 50 times larger than it was in 1980. It's become the world's second largest. It's the world's factory, and due to the outbreak of the coronavirus, researchers and experts think the outbreak is going to negatively affect companies and countries worldwide in the following ways. A third of global spending on luxury brands comes from the Chinese. Top brands in the US are affected a lot by what happens in China. As the world's factory, China is known to manufacture and supply to top brands in the automotive industry. Then there is tourism. The Chinese spent $277 billion traveling overseas in 2018. Just to give you some perspective, that's around a fifth of total spending abroad. China is a huge buyer of things like oil, steel, and copper.
That is this for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Kindly subscribe to my channel and don't forget to pray for those who are affected by the coronavirus. Be easy.